Alright guys, so let's go ahead and flick this button, and oh my god, check that out! We're in a secret room! Oh my gosh, I wonder what's down here! Hey, what's up guys? My name is Damien, and welcome back to another Minecraft map showcase. Today we're taking a look at another epic redstone smart house. This smart house has automated farms, furnaces, as well as enchantment tables, including a working light system, as well as garage and secret rooms. Definitely pretty epic guys, so let's see if we can take 1 second to smack that like button. Also don't forget to leave a comment down below, suggest a map for me to spotlight, or leave a friendly comment down below and I might feature your comments on my next video. Anyways guys, let's get started with today's map. So guys, before we actually look at anything in this map, I do want to mention this is a fan submission. Yes, one of you guys who watch my videos made their own house and sent it in to me via Twitter, so definitely you guys could do that and I will spotlight it if the house is good enough. And this one's like a modern house kind of built out of sandstone, and it's not really built out of quartz like the traditional modern house, but it's still pretty cool. Alright guys, so we have a lot of awesome redstone in this house, so let's get to it. So the first bit of redstone is the sugarcane farm located at the front of our house. It's a basic sugar farm. All you need to do is basically plant our sugarcane, let it grow up to 3 blocks. Once it gets up to that level, you can punch this button over here, which is going to push out our pistons, break our sugarcane, and then it's going to send it down to item droppers, which are going to take it to hoppers, and eventually lead it to our chest. So as you can see, we have our sugarcane in our chest now. We basically only had one kind of on the 3rd level, so only one went into that chest. And we also have the item hoppers over here filled with basically a ton of sugarcane. Definitely pretty cool guys. So that's the first bit of redstone. Let's go ahead and take a look at that boat, which is located right at the front of our house. Since this is a modern house, of course we have to be fancy. We have a nice lovely boat, and this boat has like these weird particle animations and effects. And here's like a basic dock. So one thing I do want to mention is that the house itself isn't that great on the inside. There's not a lot of decoration. I do want to add, I wish the map creator that sent in the map would work a little bit more on that, but I just want to showcase the redstone since that's the main feature of the house itself. Alright guys, so in addition to having a private boat, we also have a freaking private helicopter with 2 villagers on it guys. So these are basically our employees, and this guy's kind of stuck in the doorway, and this guy is the pilot. And you can of course trade with these guys. 19 string for 1 emerald isn't that bad, and this guy is trading 20 string for 1 emerald as well. So I guess they need string to like repel from the top of our helicopter to fall down to our helipad. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and enter our house. The first room is going to be filled with a bunch of sea lanterns, which is going to give us light, but as we enter the second room, it is completely dark, and this is our dining hall. To turn on the lights here, we would basically hit this button on the wall, which will replace our redstone lamps with our sea lanterns. And now we have light, and now we can actually see what's on our dining table. We have a bunch of glasses, plates, and seating arrangements located around our dining table, and we can basically chill out and have dinner over here. Definitely pretty cool. Now there's a room at the front of the house, which is basically our kitchen. Our kitchen has a nice view of our helicopter as well as our dock. We have a chest here, or 2 chests, as well as furnaces and a crafting table, so we could do all of our cooking and smelting in this one room. There's really no redstone like creations in this room, but it's still pretty cool. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of our first floor. First, to the right, we have an awesome TV, and our TV is kind of dark in this area. I'm not really too sure why the map creator didn't put better lighting, because it's kind of really dark in his house. So let's go ahead and just grab ourselves a torch and place that on the wall. So this is our TV. We have a nice open area over here. The house really isn't that decorated like I mentioned, but we have a nice like 360 view of the area around us. Alright guys, so we have a nice seating arrangement over here, which is basically gonna allow us to watch TV. Alright guys, let's go to the opposite side of the hall to check out the rest of the house. Over here we have like the continuation of the first floor, which is going to take us to a staircase, which is going to take us to the second floor. Of course, we have a button over here which is going to turn on our hallway lights, and our hallway lights is going to basically extend from over here all the way to over there. These doors are going to take us towards our garages, and our garage is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and enter that. We have a small bedroom located right over here. We could go ahead and turn on the lights using this button. and then enter our garage going through this one door. So here we are, guys, in our garage. We have a nice car over here as well as a sports car. We can actually go ahead and sit in our sports car if we want, because there's like minecarts like at the front of our sports car, as well as we have like SUV for, I guess, the kids or whatnot. And a pretty cool feature about this house, guys, is that you can basically open and close the garage doors. These are using command blocks, not really pistons or I would say redstone, but still pretty cool nonetheless. So you could go ahead and just hit it with one button, it would open the door, and with one button it would basically close it. So we could go ahead and just look at that and then open the doors. Definitely pretty cool, guys. So check that out. Now we have an open garage. And we also have a side door for the garage if you just want to kind of, you know, go through this door instead. Alright, guys, over here we have some chests for storage, as well as we can walk back here and take a look at our master bathroom. It has a bathtub. We could go ahead and lock the door by basically hitting this button on the wall, and this button would basically spawn down some blocks using command blocks, and then we could go ahead and just lock the door. No one will know we're even in here. We could go ahead and unlock it using that button on the wall. Definitely pretty awesome, guys. So it's like a secret room back there as well. Alright, so we could go ahead and walk to this section of the house, which will take us back towards our TV. So that's basically how the house connects. And then right at the front, we also have another staircase, which we're going to go up and take a look at the rest of the house. We have a lever on the wall here, which is going to turn on our bedroom / lounge lights. And we can go ahead and just flick that button. As you can see, it turns on the lights over there, as well as our bedroom lights. And this is our bedroom. We have a nice view of the outside from our windows. And the bed is kind of shaped weird, but still pretty cool nonetheless. It's pretty dark here yet again. I'm not really too sure why it's so dark, why the map creator made it like that, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, guys, over here we also have like more areas for pressure plates and just a seating arrangements that's basically going to show us a view of the outside. Definitely pretty cool, guys. So let's walk back to the other section of our second floor. As you can see, it is very, very empty, guys, but there is a balcony out here, and our balcony is going to lead around our front of the house, which is going to give us a nice view of it, and then it's going to lead back to the middle of our second floor. And the middle of our second floor is going to lead back down to the staircase, which is the staircase that we saw a little bit earlier, and that's basically how it connects the house. Alright, guys, so some more redstone. We have an enchantment table over here. It says if you're in 1.8, do not remove any items you place into our enchantment table. That is very important. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and just flick our lever here, which is going to open up levels 2 to 6, and this one is going to open up 2 to 12, and this one is going to do 6 to 20. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and just place our iron sword into our enchantment table, and yes, there we go, we have a level 20 sword now with knockback 2. So that's basically how it would work. It's basically like a redstone enchantment area, so definitely pretty awesome. And I still have no idea how, like, I think he uses command blocks to do this, because there's no way you could fit pistons on the second floor. Alright, guys, we also have like a little door leading up to an area above our garage, and I guess it's just a little place to go on top of our roof to see the surrounding area. Definitely pretty awesome. Alright, so let's go back inside our house, go down this area, and as you can see, yeah, the place is completely empty. We also have another balcony over here at the back of our house, and also a door that's also at the back of our house. So the house itself does look pretty awesome, but the interior is not that good. So guys, last but not least, I'm going to show you an awesome secret room. Now behind our TV, we actually have a sandstone slab. We could go ahead and use this to flick our lever. Once we do that, we are teleported towards a secret room. This is definitely pretty cool, guys. So you would basically hit this button to go back to the main house, but you could go downstairs and take a look at what's down here. Alright, guys, so we actually have several different paths. The first one is going to take us to our potion room, but we're going to go ahead and go to the right first and take a look at what's on this side. So this is like a small tunnel. We could go ahead and run down to see what's over here, and this is going to be our synchronized furnace array created by Tango Tech, and the design is created by him, but the house is created by, you know, the house or map creator. So here we have our furnace array. This is actually pretty cool, guys, because we could place our inputs at the top left, so we could go ahead and place our gold and iron, and to the top right we could place our fuel, and our fuel is basically gonna sort itself as it, you know, randomly goes into our furnace. We could also have our output located right over here, as well as an XP mode or auto collect mode. So if you have auto collect mode on, guys, it'll basically send all of our, you know, ores to our output chest, or if you have the XP mode, it will basically just have you collect them manually, which will give you XP, of course. So guys, here we have like all of our ores being evenly distributed throughout our chest, and as that happens and they get smelted down, they will go into the output chest. As you can see, it is increasing very, very much, because, you know, as you can see, it's increasing by like 1 every second, which is a lot for, you know, smelting items. So that's definitely one way to cook all of your food as well as all of your ores. Alright guys, so let's go to the other side of the hallway, which is going to take us to a villager trading center. And the villager trading center is pretty simple, self-explanatory. You would basically hit the button at the top to have a villager drop down, and the villager will trade any amount of items. So 21 wool for 1 emerald, that's pretty good. You can go ahead and spawn another one down. This guy's trading 31 paper for 1 emerald, that's yet again very good. And we can basically do this with each and every booth where the villagers will spawn. Definitely pretty awesome, guys. And this guy is going to trade 21 coal for 1 emerald, which is yet again a very good deal. And to kill them and get a new villager, you basically just hit this button at the floor and go ahead and, you know, basically kill every single one of them. Definitely pretty crazy and insane, because, you know, killing villagers is not a nice thing to do. Alright guys, here we have a potion room, and a potion room allows you to spawn down a bunch of non-splash potions. You can edit it for it to be splash potions, but the map creator, you know, made it where it's not splash potions. So as you can see, we have a bunch of buttons on our wall, which is basically going to allow us to get any potion that we want. And we could go ahead and hit hunger on this one button over here. It's going to activate a redstone signal, which is going to then spawn in a bunch of potions of hunger in this chest. So on this side, we actually have a troll potion, and the troll potion has a ton of stuff in it, guys. Check that out: slowness, fatigue, nausea, and blindness. We could go ahead and actually take this. So let's go and head on over to survival mode and drink this potion. Hopefully we don't die. So this is a troll potion, guys, and oh my god, this looks so weird. We need some milk because we can't even move right now. We're just like freaking out. Oh, there's a potion of milk. We need to get that. How do we get it? We need to go into this chest, and there we go. We have some milk in there. Let's go ahead and drink that. Come on, I'm moving so slow. Drink that milk. There we go. We're back to normal. Alright guys, so the potion of milk includes potion of potency, slowness, fatigue, haste, strength, jump boost, nausea, regeneration, resistant to every single possible enchantment that you could possibly think of. And that's just freaking out right now on that kind of menu over there. So let's go ahead and just grab a splash potion of this and splash onto the floor, and hopefully we don't die. And I don't think anything happened. Let's go ahead and actually drink this instead. Alright guys, let's go ahead and drink that, and oh my god, it just like did all of the effects at once and then switch back to normal mode. So guys, we also have the ability to make custom potions. And in order to do this, you would need basic knowledge of command blocks. So let's go ahead and enter through this door. We'd walk to the left, and we would have step 1, which is our potion IDs. And as we walk forward, we have a few signs explaining what we do, and eventually we'll get to our chest with all of our potion IDs. So you could go ahead and open this, and it just shows you all of the IDs that you need. And we also have book and quills to, you know, write down our IDs as we like. Now the next step would be a splash or normal potion. You would select this based on our steps that the map creator gave us. We have a bunch of books and instructions over here, and the last step would be the command blocks. As you adjust the command blocks, we would basically do this by, you know, following the signs, of course. And then we could go ahead and exit and then enter or return to our normal room. So guys, I really don't have that much knowledge of command blocks, so I can't really do that right now. But if you guys do have knowledge of that, definitely edit it to however you like, so you can have splash potions and basically any potion that you like kind of spawning into our, you know, potion room. So guys, that basically wraps up today's Minecraft map showcase. If you enjoyed the video, take 1 second to drop a like or a comment down below. I definitely appreciate all the support. If you guys want to see more of my videos, click on annotations on your screens or in the playlist link below in the description. Also, don't forget to subscribe to see all my latest videos on your subscription feed. This is Team Twist, and I'll see you later.